After an episode of Collision that saw the Patriarchy win the World's Trios Championship in the main event and saw the debut of Hologram in AEW, the main takeaway is just how well the venue came across on TV. What's going on, guys? This is Kevin Zucker from Fast Count coming at you. And a few weeks earlier, AEW announced that they would be doing a short-term residency at the Esports Arena in Arlington, Texas, heading towards their All-In pay-per-view. Now, this is a venue that is much smaller than AEW is used to running. It's a venue that is much more of an intimate setting. And I feel like this comes at the perfect time for AEW and especially for the Collision show. Now, this is something that a lot of AEW detractors and fans have been clamoring for AEW to run these much more smaller buildings while they're in a bad stretch of not being able to sell well their tickets in other stadiums. And I feel like this was a situation where on TV, the crowd sounded much more livelier. It looked like the building was much more alive during a lot of matches, especially for a show like Collision that is much more geared towards the sickos, as they say. Now, I, for one, really enjoyed this situation. I feel like this is something that AEW much needed. It's a situation where I feel like if they do things like this on a much more regular basis and they continue to create good shows that they have been doing lately, this is something that could possibly drive up the wants and needs for people to want to attend the show, and then they could eventually go back to expanding to doing these big time basketball arenas. But for now, I feel like this was a kick in the nuts that AEW needed. It was a very lively crowd. It was a situation where it made the show feel like a much bigger deal, especially for matches that usually people wouldn't be considering such a big deal. And it's a situation where I believe that Tony Khan has got himself a nice little dub just for this Saturday, and I'm looking forward to more of this type of situations going forward. Like and subscribe. I'm Kevin Zwicker.